This is Australia. No sugar. Look at that. Look at that. No sugar. Look at that. Another one. No sugar. How are they making this stuff then, huh? And it tastes so good. These are actually flaxseed, I think dates. So these are all made with no sugar, but you got natural sugars from the, you got peaches in here. I think you got some raisins, granola. Look at this one. You got blueberries, pear, peach, real food. Evo ti Marka. Tamo.
Allah nagradi.
Salam alaikum. Salam. Allah be with you always.
Snimi me da me vidi. Selam Hedija, mi sada je iz Batova. Selam.
Sorry, am I disturbing you?
No.
How are you, bro?
How you doing?
Good.
How you doing?
You know, I've been trying to get a hold of you, and you're so difficult to get a hold of.
Alhamdulillah.
man.
Look at Allah set it up.
Yeah, subhanallah.
MashaAllah.
I was going to invite you to this conference, but
Alhamdulillah.
I spoke to Sheikh Abdurrahim Green,
Yeah,
and he said he didn't know if you were here or not.
yeah.
But alhamdulillah, you're here.
But I invited him to come down. We're supposed to meet up here.
Next week.
Next week, yeah.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
But our conference is this week.
Alhamdulillah.
You're staying for the conference, yeah? Anyone who's doing good for the sake of Allah, my job is to support them.
Talking about the ratio actually of women to men that are accepting Islam. How's that go?
It's like, as I said, it's like eight women accept Islam for every single male.
8
So
women
it's
for
really-
every one male. But I thought that Islam oppresses women.
Yeah.
And what's happening here?
Well,
Why
as
would
it
they be?
seems,
Why would they be accepting
It's not
Islam?
like that. I mean, it's really fascinating, and this is a phenomenon that I saw like across the Europe. I mean, when I spoke to the brothers in Austria, in Germany, they all said like the same. That a lot of women are accepting Islam, and not so much demand.
Who's forcing them to put on the hijab?
Well, I mean,
Talk to 'em.
no one. I mean, really,
There's no one forcing them
no
to put on
one.
the hijab?
No
This
one.
is their own free choice?
I mean, it's very. This is a very interesting question because, you know, in Slovenia, women, Bosnian girls or women are not usually covered.
Yeah.
So when they cover, there's basically, I mean, they are more, how can you say, scrutinized by their own communities. Why are you wearing the hijab?
Why are you putting the hijab
yeah,
on?
and so on. I mean, it's really a matter of how do you say, free choice. It's not.
Yeah, so these women are on their own looking into the evidence of Islam.
Yes.
They're looking for purpose of life. They find it in Islam and they accept, and they go ahead and they start to practice and
Yeah.
implement it with no
Yeah.
coercion, huh?
Yeah, no coercion, no coercion.
That's amazing,
Subhanallah.
isn't that? Subhanallah. We got our brother from the UK in Bosnia.
From Newcastle, bro.
From Newcastle.
Up north.
Oh, see, what's the difference here now? When you guys say Newcastle, tell us
Yeah, of
about
course.
that. How's that?
Newcastle is the best city in UK. It is right up the top near Scotland, and it's a much better place to live.
So we got our era in the house in Bosnia.
Of course.
What's up with that, huh?
Alhamdulillah.
Doing the dawah.
حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح.
And my job today is to introduce the conference. How do you know about Newcastle? You tell me, bro. Tell me about Newcastle.
Football team.
Of course, the best football team in the Premier League. Of course. No? Which team do you support? Tell me. And if you say Manchester United, right? Alhamdulillah. So you're starting to see some trends, similar trends here.
Molim Allaha subhanahu wa ta'ala da nam da bereket u ovome što mi radimo ovih dana. Ja sam Bekir Halimi iz Skoplja. Znamo se braćama iz Ijele od prošle godine.
Ima brat Sekula, oni rade na čemu su šejkovi kod nas u Sloveniji.
Beautiful coast there. You'll not find any other way of life that can connect the way of life starting from the beginning of Adam. We have Idris, Noah, and these were the prophets and messengers that the Creator sent. And He didn't send them Christianity or Judaism or Buddhism, but He sent them with the call to submit the human being's will to the Creator's will. And that's Islam. So then it keeps going. You have Lut, Salih, Hud, Ibrahim, and then Ishmael, Yaqub, and then Yusuf, and it just keeps going. You have Jesus, Moses, all the way to the last and final messenger. If you're living today, he's a messenger for you and all of mankind. Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. He brought the ultimate living miracle, the Quran. Look into his life. If you're looking for peace, the blueprint for life, peace with the Creator, peace with yourself, and paradise in the next life, avoiding the hellfire. You gotta follow the last and final messenger, Prophet Muhammad. Peace and blessings be upon him. You will not find this anywhere else other than Islam. Do you know about the Book of Mills?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also know
They were Unitarian Christians, right?
Yeah.
So our ancestors were actually Christian, true monotheists.
Yes.
But when Islam came, it fit like a glove.
Yeah.
They said La ilaha illallah. They said there's nothing worthy of worship except Allah, and they accepted Islam.
Yeah.
So any Christians watching, they can say, wow, these were actually their ancestors were Christian. And many people, because they are struggling.
They also had some similar practices to us Muslims. For example, they used to pray a lot and so on.
And many Christians, when you talk to them, like, how was your experience in Dawah? People really don't understand, and they put their mind on hold when it comes to Trinity. So they have a hard time struggling with it. But now these Unitarians, they were like, just worship God alone.
Yeah.
Right? How was your experience when you deal with Christians from Slovenia?
I mean, to be quite honest, if you look, like, for the past 20 years, there's been an uprising of atheism in our country. It's like 65% of people, it's 54% of people say in the statistics that what did they say? That they don't that the religion does not mean anything to them in their lives or God. That does not,
so now we have a new movement,
yes,
a new religion.
Yes.
It's actually
And if you look the statistics from the 90s, when the war break up in Bosnia, there was like 90% of Christians. And now you have like more or less than 50% in our country.
What do you think is the cause of that?
Well, I don't know if you knew it, but Slovenia is one of the top countries in suicide rate in Europe, in the world.
It's Slovenia.
Slovenia, yeah.
Did you guys get that? So Slovenia has the highest level, more people going to atheism, but now what's happening at the same time? More suicide.
It's similar to Scandinavian countries, right?
Yeah, so they have one of the highest levels, or the highest level, or one of the highest levels of suicide.
Yeah.
In Slovenia.
Yes. It's like it's like top 5 countries in the world.
But people who have, and now this is a fact now, people who have faith, have live for a higher purpose, live for the Creator.
Inner peace.
You don't see those rates of suicide.
No. Basically, I mean, when you look at the Muslim countries, you don't see anything.
Yeah.
I mean, the suicide rate is almost non-existent. So.
Yeah. But what do you think causes people to go towards atheism there?
I would say materialism and the media, because they watch all of these Marvel movies, and basically it's like demigods. Yeah. If you think about it, it's like polytheism all over again. Yeah. Right? For example, Thor or... Yeah, izvin.
Ja tu, stigo.
As I said, it's the media mostly, because, for example, in Slovenia, the media is mostly left, left wing. I mean, they try present religion as something backwards and something, you know, that should be, you know, that should have been left in the past. You know, so I think that this is, and also, to be quite frank, it's also the church scandals, because we had a lot of, to be quite honest, like you guys, I read an article the other day that a lot of these churches in USA are like, you know, people are coming out.
But most of these people, they haven't given Islam a shot.
No, they haven't. Yeah, and this is our responsibility, and we are lacking in this department.
But but if someone's sincere and genuine and they give Islam a shot, what do you think will happen? We see it happen.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, I mean, I did it myself. I mean, I talk to people every time I get the opportunity. I talk about Islam, and many of them are shocked. You know, for example, that we believe in Jesus. That you cannot be a Muslim if you do not believe in Jesus. I mean, this is like one of the pillars of our faith. So it's basically it's educating the masses. And
get educated, give Islam a shot. You've tried everything else, huh?
You've
tried, literally. People try everything else. We'll do all sorts of crazy things. Why not give Islam a shot, huh?